Hello there, it's William Jiaming. So previously we have already learned the Swift UI, how to make the content show, and then let's add another content view and learn more about the stack. Okay, so previously we already know about the VStack, so it's the vertical stack, but what about HStack? Okay, so H stands for horizontal. So yeah, let's create another struct so you guys can see how to choose between struct. Okay, so we got another struct, and that will be content view, and that will be our second content view because we already got our first content view. Let me just add some number, and if you count from 0, this might be content view 1, but let's just stick for 2, and that will be our view, and inside of it we can have a var and have a body, and inside some view, and of course we can use HStack. Okay, for now it's empty, and at the right side it's still rendering the content view. So what I'm going to do is to reference that by saying I'm going to use the content view too. So yeah, you go get this HStack without anything inside. Okay, so I'm going to just use text, and maybe use text like this. Let's just copy these two texts here, so save you guys a little bit of time. And here we are, right side. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? So basically just give you a HStack, and so if I copy and paste 3 texts, we just show 1, 2, 3, and all that's lined horizontally and stacked together horizontally. So we got a 1, 2, 3 stacked horizontally direction. Okay, so yeah, this is a little bit different than this vertical view. The reason behind that is that you are going to use a completely different project. Okay, so if you are going to design it, you need to think outside of the box rather than just using sort of we have a default design pattern of using the VStack. Okay, we think that all this apps start from the top to the bottom, and we stack that vertically, but if you use this edge stacked, you're sort of like the at a certain side of it, we got some checkpoint, something like that. We got this right and wrong answer at the right side, and we got some quiz at the left, something like that. So you're going to use a different mentality when tackle this layout. Okay, and let's do a little bit fine-tuning of the edge stacks, just as we did with the VStack. Okay, so let's just switch that view to edge stack, and we got 3 tags here, and let me change that to I think maybe got a little bit divider here. So right, so if I add a divider, you got so divider like this. So separate that into left right one part and the right one part. And what I'm going to do is to add some interesting text here. Okay, so say I D love, okay, and D chips. Okay, I love chips, and then I'm going to just delete the text and say good. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so this one can be a sort of a quiz, and then there will be an answer. Okay, so this quiz coming out or like a flashcard, and then you can say yeah, this is a good one, this is a bad one, and maybe it's some sort of a joke, it's a good joke, bad joke. Okay, so if there's some sort of concept like a flashcard, you say that I already know that, I don't know that, I put it in a sort of a notebook that I can review later, something like that. This is just some of the applications, okay? But for now, let's just make it beautiful because that is more focused on front end rather than the back end, okay? We can add HStacks and add parentheses, and we can add spacing, of course. I'm going to add spacing of say 5. Okay, so once I got that, maybe add a little bit more, maybe 20. Okay, we got a little bit of spacing here, and of course the text font size is a little bit small, so what I'm going to do is to get hold of this whole content here. Okay, get a hold of whole content and dot, saying that I won't change the font inside it, and I won't change every font. So we're going to get the system font and have it at size of a CG float, and I'm going to add the CG float of say just make it bigger, maybe 20. Okay, let's see that 20 is a little bit small, maybe 30. Okay, I love chips, good, because it's good. Okay, and we can add a multiple sort of like requirement, because it's declaration. Okay, so you want to declare a certain thing, and we can just add a dot and say we got a padding of a certain thing. Okay, so maybe 30. Okay, we can add a 30 or maybe 50, just to make things a little bit weird, so you guys can see the paddings info. Let's just add 10. Okay, and because if you stack it all together, it will be pretty hard for you to see. So what I am going to do is just to leave it like this. So this is much easier for you to see that. Okay. And of course, the HStack can also have an offset. Okay, so we got padding, and I can just offset the whole thing up off to say left or right. Okay, so this time, I think previously we just used one axis. Okay, this time I'm going to add 2 axes. So what I'm going to do is say it's offset, and we got offset CG size and option tab it. We can get this, but sometimes we do not have this width and height info clearly specified. So I'm going to do that manually by using X and Y. Okay, so the X-axis is sort of like the placeholder. As long as it passes the parameter, and the Xcode can get that info and can process that for you. Okay, so for example, I'm going to make it to the left, so I'm going to minus say 50, and then everything just go to the left, and say I'm going to push it down by using the y-axis and push it down say 100, and yeah, I can push it down, and I can just pretty much offset everything by using a pretty big number, 100, and maybe 400, and it's completely gone, nearly off the screen. So you can sort of control everything. Okay, you can use the 100 and maybe a minus, so you can push it up. You can clearly see the things that you can do. You can just move it around, and yeah, but probably you don't want to do something crazy, because you need to consider all sort of the layouts, and if you say turn your iPhone around, and you don't want the content going to sort of falling out of the screen. Okay, so let's just leave it here. Okay, so yeah, we already got two stack under our pocket. One is the vertical stack, the other is HStack. It's pretty similar, just different direction. You can use basically the same technique to do all sort of divider, the spacing, the paddings, the offset, and I think that covers I think 90% of the usage of the normal layout, and this will give you the foundation of the basic layout. So you sort of got the proportion ready. Okay, you got the left and right proportion, you got this up and down proportion, and then you can add more design things, say icons, something like that, to your design, right?